Hey guys, Rosalind here. So this is my first postpartum video. It has taken me forever to post it, of course, because I have a baby, so that's my excuse. Anyways, I am 3.5 months postpartum, and of course this is the journey following my mummy makeover. So I had a tummy tuck, I had liposuction and liposculpture, and I had a breast lift with implants. So I also had like a tiny BBL too. So anyways, we are going to talk about pregnancy after having a tummy tuck and also postpartum after having a tummy tuck, and the whole mummy makeover and everything like that as well. So for those of you who haven't followed me before or haven't seen any of my videos, I had my mummy makeover in Venezuela, where my husband is from, and my husband and I currently run a business taking clients to Venezuela for their own plastic surgeries, dental surgeries, and other things like that. So anyways, if you guys have any questions about that, you can always leave me the question in the comments below. Also, if you're not following me on Instagram, then you would just be seeing my new haircut for the first time as well. My Instagram is ROSELYN_1717 if you want to follow me there. And I'm just in the process of getting a new Instagram for the business itself. And that one is Ven Beauty Tour right now. So you guys can check those out if you want. And I will also have the links for all my YouTube videos in my Instagram as well. So if you are following Instagram, you'll get notifications when I have a new video up on YouTube. I am going to try to post more regularly now. I've got things under control here a little bit, so we'll see what happens. Anyways, down to business. So let's talk about scarring. Let's talk about pregnancy pregnancy after having a tummy tuck, and any complications as far as pregnancy goes due to the mummy makeover. So the first thing we'll talk about is the tummy tuck. The question I get asked the most is, does it hurt to, when your belly expands because you had the tummy tuck and your skin was so tight? And the answer is no. For me, it didn't feel any different than my other pregnancies. Of course, my tummy was flatter, so I did find that my belly was like itchy as the skin was stretching, but I had that with my first 2 pregnancies as well. So that was nothing different for me. I found that my legs did swell a lot more with this pregnancy, and I think that that's because of the liposuction in my legs. I had extensive lipo, my calves, my hips, my thighs, and everything like that. So I feel like maybe those lymphatic channels were opened up because of the lipo. Maybe that's why I swelled up so much more with this pregnancy. I'm not sure. Every pregnancy is different too, so it could just be that. But anyways, the swelling's completely gone. Obviously, it dissipated quickly after my pregnancy, so that was no big deal. The other question I get asked is, did my scar feel like it was stretching or like it was going to pull apart? And no, it didn't at all. And I was only 4 months after my surgery that I found out I was pregnant, or that I became pregnant. So no, it didn't. Of course, my scar had lots of time to heal before I started getting bigger, and I didn't feel like it was any different than my other pregnancies again. So what else? Okay, so I did get some extra stretch marks this time. Of course, my skin was pulled super tight with the tummy tuck, so I did end up with some stretch marks, which I will show you. I don't think they're very bad, and they are actually less than what I got with my first pregnancy, which were removed with my first tummy tuck. So I don't think that it's going to be an issue. I have not decided if I'm going to have another tummy tuck. Of course, I'm only like 3.5 months out postpartum, so I'm going to let my body do its thing and just recover naturally from pregnancy before I make any decisions like that. So I do know that I want to have another procedure done regardless, because I have loose skin on my hips from having lipo there. And I know that I want to get rid of that, but I'm currently trying to lose more weight, baby weight plus some. So it'll be after I lose that extra weight before I try any other surgeries. I want to be at my goal weight before I do anything, and believe it or not, I actually have like 50 pounds to go before I'm at my goal weight, so I would like to be down to 140. Yes, I am that heavy right now. So I gained weight with the pregnancy. I've lost almost all of what I gained with the pregnancy, but I had gained weight before the pregnancy too that I would like to lose as well. So as far as the breast lift and the augmentation and how that played a role in the pregnancy. So Araya was born 3 weeks early, and they warned me that the only thing that might not be developed was her latch. And so it did seem like that was an issue. She didn't have a very strong latch. So my milk was coming in before I even had her. I had milk, but then her latch just wasn't strong enough to increase the milk production. So I had to start supplementing with formula. She was not growing at all. We were going to the doctors every day to check her weight. And so because she wasn't growing, they insisted I supplement. And at the time, I also felt like that was the best decision for her, of course. We did try a whole bunch of other things. I tried herbal supplements. It was also suggested I try DOM, and that's a medication, but it turned out I wasn't able to use that just because I was a higher risk for a heart complication, I guess, with it. But I also just didn't want to use a medication. It wasn't something that I wanted to do. So anyways, I didn't end up being able to breastfeed this time. I breastfed both my other girls, no problem. So when I did all of my research before this surgery, I knew that I was going to have another child, or that we wanted to. So I was like avidly checking to make sure that I would be able to breastfeed still afterwards. And everything that I checked, every wordage and verbiage that I found said, yes, you can breastfeed after an augmentation. Assuming, nothing goes wrong, whatever. So I am attributing my inability to breastfeed this time to her latch, and maybe my eating habits or something like that. I just don't want to go out there and say it's because I have implants, because I have everywhere else and everyone else who I've spoken to who has implants has been able and has had a child afterwards, has been able to breastfeed no problem. So maybe it played a part in it, but definitely I think the other things were the main factor. So anyways, like I said, we are formula feeding this time. It is so different than the breastfeeding, but I'm totally okay with it. I'm not feeling guilty like I thought I would if I couldn't breastfeed. And of course is giving me some extra freedoms that I'm enjoying. And she sleeps so good, so fingers crossed that hangs on her, through the whole teething and everything like that. That's to come, but I'm sure we're gonna have our struggles, but right now we're doing really good. So she's sleeping right beside me, so it's been pretty awesome. I'll show you guys. This is Araya. Baby girl. So what else? I am going to show you guys my scars, of course. I don't think much has changed with my scars because of the pregnancy. I will show you the stretch marks that I've gained from the pregnancy. But otherwise, there was absolutely no complications from being pregnant after having a mommy makeover. Again, the breastfeeding thing, I think it's unrelated. That's just me. That's from my research, what I found, but who knows? It is what it is. I do not regret having the surgery before pregnancy one tiny bit. Sounds silly, but I really wanted to have that flat stomach before I got pregnant so that I could see my baby growing really well, and it was perfect. It was everything I wanted. I did have liposculpture, and as you'll see, I do still have definition from the liposculpture, and of course I'm only 3.5 months postpartum, so in time I think you're going to see all of the definition again. I just feel like it's coming back perfectly. I'm snapping back really quickly, so I'm super happy with that. But anyways, let's get right into it, and I'll show you guys my scars. Since we're here, I may as well start with my breast lift scars. So these are them. No real changes except they've lightened up a little bit. Again, I do not use anything on them except for the odd time I use organic coconut oil, but I'm not really good at doing that constantly or all the time. So yeah, this is what I have right now for scars, and I'm super happy with it. I'm okay with that for sure. I feel like maybe if I had a breastfed, my breasts would have grown more and then possibly sagged more afterwards, but because I'm not going to have to worry about that. So yeah, that's where we are with the breast lift scars. So next I will show you my tummy tuck scars. I'm just going to pull this down here. So, okay, so there's my belly button, and it was getting super weird when I was pregnant. It has gone back to the way it was before, and I am so happy with my belly button scar, my belly button in general. I just feel like my surgeon did an excellent job with that. Again, my scars always tend to look so much more obvious on camera than they do in real life, so this looks super red here, but it's not. Anyways, so this is the skin that I would like to have removed after the next surgery I do have. So you can see there's lots of extra skin there, and that is from having extensive lipo in this area. And again, once I lose more weight, it will be even better because obviously there's some fat behind that skin as well that I'd like to lose before having the skin removed. So this is my tummy tuck scar though. So as you can see, nothing's really changed there. It's a little worse right in the middle there just because I had some trouble with the drain. It just drove me crazy. But anyways, there was a stitch in there, and actually when I came home from Venezuela, I was going to a clinic for the stitches, and she didn't remove that one when I first got home, and I feel like it should have been taken out right away. But anyways, minor details. So I don't know if you can see in this lighting, but I do have some stretch marks under my belly here, and they really don't bother me. I hardly notice them at all. So as you can also see, I do have a little pooch of skin sitting above my scar here, and that is maybe going to go away, maybe it won't. I have no idea. Again, I'm super early postpartum, so we'll wait and see what happens there. Now, I don't know if you can see, it might be hard. Let me set this up here again. I don't know if you can see the definition here still from my liposculpture, and here as well, but it's totally coming back. It looked incredible right when he first did it. So anyways, I'm hoping that that all comes back the way it was, because he just did such a great job with that. It looked natural, somewhat natural. I didn't want like a fake ab look or anything. So it all turned out exactly how I wanted it. So I'm hoping that I kind of go back to the same look after this, after my body does whatever it decides to do, and you know, after I lose the excess weight that I want to lose. So after if I lose that weight, I will be having surgery to remove that excess skin on my hips, and if at the time it's necessary, I will do like a mini tuck or a full tummy tuck if necessary too. Again, it's not going to be for a while. That's my loud cat. What? It's not going to be for a while because I do want to let my body repair and heal naturally before I go ahead and do anything, because I'm pretty sure I'm capable of healing a lot on my own. What? Shush, baby's sleeping. Okay, apparently she wants to be in the video too. Say hi. Come here, this is Sesame. Can you hear her purring? She's so loud. Anyways, guys, I think that's all for now. If you have any questions, just drop them below. And the best way to actually reach me is DM on Instagram. So if you want to follow my Instagram account, the one I use regularly, my personal Instagram, is Rosalyn_1717. But I am working on a new one for the business, which is currently Ven Beauty Tour. So check either of those out. Follow me if you want. And again, like I said, just DM me on there if you have any questions. I get back way quicker than questions here on YouTube, just because I'm not on as often. But yeah, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Subscribe if you don't want to miss anything. I will be posting more often now. And the other thing is, of course, like I said, my husband and I are currently taking clients to Venezuela. That's what we do now. And we have an upcoming vacation trip in October. So we have one space left there, and then we'll have another one shortly after that. We'll have another trip. So anyways, if you guys have any questions on availability or pricing or anything like that, again, DM me or email me, whatever you'd like to do. I will try and put those links right below here. But don't forget to like the video as well, guys. Thank you so much. Bye. Hey everyone. everyone, it's Rosalind here. Why? Hey everyone, it's Rosalind. Hey everyone, Rosalind. Are you serious?